Welcome to Toffee TV. It is my three things from Chelsea 2, Everton 2 tonight at Stamford Bridge. Brilliant point for the Pinks tonight at the Bridge, coming from behind twice to get an unlikely point, maybe. Certainly going behind twice to Chelsea, we don't expect to fight back twice, but that's exactly what Everton did today and fully deserved the point for simply sticking with the game against a good side. And it is a big point for Everton tonight. First thing I'm going to talk about is Dyche, who I gave man of the match to in my match reaction. I think he's been brilliant since Sean Dyche took over. This is a fella who was out of the picture under Frank Lampard. Looked like he'd probably leave the club in January. Fulham were very, very interested in him. Nottingham Forest, they're interested in anything, aren't they? But Fulham were very interested in him. A couple of other teams as well. West Ham were keeping an eye on the situation as well. And he looked like he was going out the door. He didn't want to. He wanted to play for Everton. Frank Lampard and him had a fallout. It became common knowledge towards the end, didn't it? Frank Lampard went. Dyche got in the side under Sean Dyche. And since he's been in, I think he's been excellent in most games. Not all, but most games. I think his work rate, his energy, and he's got an eye for goal. I've just seen the stats tonight. He didn't score a league goal for Frank Lampard. He's got 2 already for Sean Dyche, but maybe if Frank Lampard would have played him a bit more. We've seen Dyche come in. When we were getting him from Watford, I was quite happy. Well, really happy. This was a fella who I'd seen physically good, goal in him, like I said. Works hard all over the pitch, leggy. He's not brilliant in possession. His passing's sometimes loose. Not going to sit here and dress him up as something he isn't. But he come in, and obviously Carlo Ancelotti had a different plan for him. He had to protect James Rodriguez's side. I get that. But he was never really given the opportunity to play where he did for Watford. Sean Dyche has got him playing where he did for Watford. And Everton are reaping the benefits of it. Made up for him, scored obviously our last away game with Forest, scored in an away game tonight for us, and I'm delighted for him. You know, the kid wants to stay, he keeps working hard, then he'll do for us. And some people might turn their nose up and want this from him or want that from him, but players like him are so valuable because he can do 2 or 3 jobs in that midfield, and he is physically capable in the Premier League. In terms of he's got the pace, he's strong. Like I say, he has got an eye for goal. He can put a tackle in, and that rangy midfield type, Everton can't get enough of, as far as I'm concerned. So I'm delighted for him, and he was my man of the match. The second thing I'm going to talk about is the mentality, which Sean Dyche has been preaching since he come in, and I think it's evident that there has been a change in it. It's there again tonight. Okay, first half wasn't brilliant. I feel like we did give them, we paid too much respect to them. As good a side as they are, they're not running away with the league. And even if they were, you've still got it. It's still 11v11 out there. You go out and you work hard, you get tight to them. Don't stand off them, and you play when you're in possession of the ball. Everton didn't play enough in the first half, but the mentality to hang on in there was on show tonight. We went behind, and the players stuck at it. I think we equalised in something like the 69th minute. I think they scored on 52. So we've stuck in the game. We were better when we went 1-0 down. We were. And then even the stats in the second half, it was quite even. And therefore, we're seeing that come through. To go behind a second time, just a few minutes after equalising, could have seen us crumble, and Chelsea could have won it 3 or 4-1. But they didn't. They stuck to the task. You know, and when the opportunity came, Ellis Simms took it brilliantly, and then they dug in again. And I think, listen, they're not a great side, Everton. They're not. You couldn't say anything like that. We know we're shy of goals. We know we're a bit short in the final third. But every game you play, you should battle and scrap and fight, and that gives you a good basis to go from. And if Everton do that in the remaining 10 games, I think Everton will be fine. Everton will stay up, in my opinion. If Everton stick together, the players stick together, battle, the fans were superb tonight, superb again. They stick with the team, it's the will, of course we will. But Everton battle and scrap and fight, Everton will be fine. I think Everton will stay up because they have got quality in that side. Okay, they're having to find different ways to score a goal. No issue with that. That's football. We should be doing that anyway. Even if we had 3 lads up front who could get 15 goals each, midfielders and centre-backs and full-backs should be scoring goals anyway. The best teams do it. Everybody should be weighing in with the goals. Tonight we've got a midfielder, we've got a young lad, young striker getting his first goal for the club. Brilliant. Last away game, a midfielder, Damari Gray, winger, having to play up front. Brilliant. Dwight McNeil last week getting the winner winger. So, you know, that's what we need to see. But I just think we are seeing a resilience about Everton that has been missing for a few seasons. It has to be said. It has to be said. Maybe Carlo's season was difficult. It was a COVID year. You know, we had 12 away wins, but we weren't great at home. So it's difficult to judge that. But there has been a resilience missing. It isn't there yet. You can't sit here. I can't sit here now and go, yeah, Sean Dyche, 8 games, he's turned this whole thing, you know, this mentality's totally changed now. I don't think we can say that. I don't think we can say that. Of course we can't say that. But what we can say is we've had 8 games and we've had some difficult ones and we've won 3 and we've drawn 2. All right, we've had 3 defeats. 2 of them, Anfield and the Emirates, yeah, fair play. But the one against Villa at home sticks in the throat a little bit. That to me was an undeserved one. But the resilience and the battling is there and that's good. And if we carry that on, I think we'll be fine. And finally, I'm going to reserve 0.3 for Ellis Simms. A young striker has got his first goal tonight. He's had to wait patiently. I've been asking him, crying out for him to play just to try to learn on the job. He's still not quite ready for the Premier League. I think everybody can see that. I think the manager said it on more than one occasion. But tonight, what he did show was his finishing ability, which has never been in question. This kid scored goals in, when he went on loan to Blackpool. He scored goals in Scotland with Hearts. He scored goals in the Championship with Sunderland. Right the way through his Everton youth career, goal. He knows where the net is. Everton don't have enough of them in the squad for a start. And tonight, he went past Koulibaly like he wasn't there. He used the strength. Koulibaly nearly ends up face planting and just steers it under Kepa. Okay, he'll score cleaner finishes than that. I don't care. He can score 20 like that, which the goalie should sound. I really don't care. He's put it in the net tonight and got us a point. I'm absolutely delighted for him. Sunderland fans were gutted when we brought him back. They were just enjoying him. I think he had 7 in 17 for them and they weren't all starts. As average, like 1 and 2 or whatever. And he has had to be patient for Everton. You know, he's given a start at Anfield, which is, it's a terrible place for us where we go there and it's kryptonite, isn't it? We get there and everything we do well goes out the window. So it was always going to be a difficult one for him. His only other start was Chelsea away last year. And that night was difficult for him, but he is a little bit of a lucky charm at Chelsea. 1-1 draw last year in his debut, a 2-2 draw tonight, and he gets the goal. So make sure we definitely play him at Chelsea every year. But I'm made up for him, and hopefully now this will be a case for him where he's got the confidence. He knows he's scored a goal in the Premier League. What a feeling that must be. It must be unbelievable. What a feeling. And therefore, goals breed confidence. It'll be confidence from the manager and the coaching staff, confidence from the other players. This lad will get us goals. He was unlucky. There was one that McNeil fizzed across, which if Kepa, he goes for it, he misses it, Kepa. If he gets a hand on it, it rolls out and Simms would have had the tap in. It was in them right areas. And this is what I've been asking for him to play for, simply because McNeil's been putting crosses in Iwobi, Michalenko into those zones. We've had no one in there, and he will be in there naturally because he's a striker. So I'm absolutely delighted for him. I hope it's the first of many. I hope he works hard and builds himself up and improves and gives Sean Dyche a real headache, which then turns into Everton having a real asset of a lad who is a centre forward, big and powerful, and can get us goals. We need it. We need them. We need 3 or 4 of them in our squad, really. We've got half of one, and we've got Ellis Simms at the moment. So that's what we need. We need to really improve it. I am made up for him, and I hope he has a good night, whatever he's doing tonight. But great result for Everton tonight. I'm absolutely delighted. That's my 3 things. Give the video a thumbs up, subscribe if you want to. Let me know what you think in the comments section below. Otherwise, have a brilliant weekend. Thanks for watching. See you later.